place I'd rather be. I've seen miles and miles of friendly smiles.
Box 11.
18th century, under common law, an accused person has what right? Yes, Neil.
The right to an attorney.
No. Natasha.
The right to remain silent.
That is the answer. What sailor explorer set sail around the world for the first time in December? Yes, Rob.
Magellan?
No, in December 1577, returning to his native soil 4 years later. Alberta? Yes, Neil.
Sir Francis Drake.
It was. Who is editor-in-chief of the Globe and Mail? Rob.
McGarry?
No. Alberta. William Thorsell. And finally, what is the common Swahili word for lion? Neil.
Simba.
Right.
Welcome to the National Championships of Reach for the Top, the game in which some of the country's brightest students have an opportunity to demonstrate their knowledge. Now, let's meet today's contestants. Representing Ontario in today's national semifinals, North Dundas District High School, with Rob Walbridge, Kevin McCarger, Natasha Harwood, and Heather Giles, coached by Mrs. Val Gibson. And from Alberta, St. Albert High School, with Philip Chan, Neil Palmer, Mike Hodson, and David Prodan. Their coach, Mr. Bud Joberg. And now, here's your quizmaster, Brian Smith.
Thank you very much, Jim Craig, and welcome to our game. Some more introductions in order now. Our judges, first of all, Paul Russell, who's the national editor for Reach for the Top.
Thank you, Brian. I just wanted to mention that the team that wins today will play off for the National Championship Trophy, Reach for the Top Trophy, and that trophy was designed by sculptress Dora de Petrie Hunt, who did the new Canadian Loonie.
Yes. So each one who has a Canadian Loonie, a new one, at least has a sculpture of Dora de Petrie Hunt's, yes. And our other judge is Steve Officer, who is the regular judge in the London production of Reach for the Top, head of the history department at South Central High School. Steve.
How you doing, Brian?
Yeah, doing fine. And finally, to bring some light and order into our chaos at this table is Kathy Gay, the official scorer. All right, we're all ready to go, and go we shall, right after this.
Fred and Barney.
There's life yet in our high school students. It's good to hear the noise in the studio here as we get underway in this semifinal game between Ontario and Alberta. Schooners, the subject. 2 special Canadian stamps have been issued in honor of the fastest saltwater fishing schooner of the Grand Banks. Yes, Kevin?
The Blue Nose.
That's what I was looking for. The second stamp honored the captain of the Blue Nose. Name him, please. Angus Waters. In 1937, a likeness of the Blue Nose under full sail in a stiff breeze was etched on the back of what yes, Natasha?
The dime.
The dime, right. We have some art for you. Please watch your monitors. Answer the questions on these works by Inuit artists. Here's our first one. What animal is in this landscape? Yes, David.
Caribou.
Correct. Landscape by Pudlow. And our second one now. This silkscreen print by artist Bill Reed relies on Haida artistic tradition in its depiction of what creature? Neil?
Thunderbird.
No. Heather?
An eagle.
The raven. Open question now on teeth. What term describes the arrangement and configuration of teeth in an animal? Neil?
The bite.
No. Any hazard? Yes, Kevin.
The placement.
No. Dentition. If the teeth are of many different shapes and sizes, what is a dentition called? Yes, Philip.
Irregular.
No. Bob.
Varied.
Heterodont. And if the teeth of an animal are of the same shape and size, yes, Neil.
Homodont.
Homodont. All right. Well, that's the only possible candidate for dentistry in this group of 8 is Neil, obviously. And we have a scramble now for you, team. Scramble for 10. Lahaina is the capital of which of the Hawaiian Islands? David.
Maui.
Maui is correct. Yes. remaining questions for Alberta only deal with Maui. Maui was discovered by Captain James Cook in 1778. What did he name the Hawaiian Islands in honor of his patron? David.
Sandwich Islands?
That's correct. You don't have to buzz. In the mid-19th century, Lahani was used as a base by sailors for which industry that died out in the 1860s in that area?
Whaling?
Right. And large plantations, which helped to establish a thriving economy, were established in the mid-1880s. What was and is still grown on these plantations?
Pineapple.
No, sugar, the answer. But you got 2 out of 3. Picked up 30 points. You go ahead. It's 70 to 30 now. And we have an open question on Francophone personalities. Name the French-Canadian Prime Minister at the turn of the 20th century.
Laurier.
Yes. This French singer, famous for her emotional appeal, died in 1963. Heather.
Edith Piaf.
Correct answer. Name the French-Canadian actress who starred in Anne Philip.
Genevieve Bujold.
Yes. This French-Canadian Governor-General was famous for his, Kevin.
Vanier.
Correct. Yes, okay, we accept that. Fine, our score 60 to 80. Ontario pulling up a little closer now. And we have some music for you inspired by science fiction teams. Listen to the selections and answer the following questions. Here's our first selection. The Pointer Sisters recorded this 80s hit, and Kevin.
The Neutron Dance.
Yes.
Correct.
And our second one now. This is the theme from what, David?
Star Wars.
Right answer, yes. Our third one now. Kevin.
2001: A Space Odyssey.
All right, that's what I was going to look for, the theme of what famous science fiction film. And finally, this one. Don't forget, you're taking a chance if you jump in before the question. Gustav Holst wrote a musical, Natasha.
The planets.
No, a musical suite inspired by the solar system. This excerpt refers to which specific planet? Alberta, Philip.
Mars.
Mars is the answer.
Thank you.
All right, teams, measurements now. What unit of measurement is used only for the height of horses? Neil.
Hands.
Right. Which English king is associated with the standard measurement of a yard? Kevin?
Edward I.
Right answer. With reference to Troy weight, in what country would I find Troy? Kevin?
Turkey.
No. Alberta. David?
Greece.
France, the answer. On flight. Now, teams, once again, open according to Greek mythology. With wings on his hat, Neil.
Icarus.
No, with wings on his hat and sandals. Who was the messenger? Yes, Heather.
Mercury.
No, that's Roman. Hermes, the Greek. Of course, man was eventually able to fly without winged sandals, but with the aid of machines. Orville Wright was the first man to make a successful powered airplane flight back in 1903. Near what town did the... Neil?
Kitty Hawk.
Right. After the Wright brothers came many other historic firsts in aviation history. In 1927, Charles Lindbergh became the first man, Kevin.
Spirit of St. Louis.
That's what I was looking for. Good. Canadiana now for you teams. What popular song written by Gene McClellan in 1970 launched Anne Murray's international Natasha?
Snowbird.
Right. In the 1940s and 50s, one of Canada's most popular sports heroes was a hockey player with the initials MR. Yes?
Maurice Richard.
Yes. What lake was named by the first Lieutenant Governor of Upper Canada in honor of his father? It was Lake Simcoe. Snappers now for your teams. The Sports Federation of Canada named what speed skater as female athlete? Yes, Kevin. As female athlete of the year for 1990, Alberta. It was Sylvie Daigle. Pilgrim's Progress, an allegorical journey. Natasha?
John Bunyan.
Right. What term describes the everyday speech of a country or district? Kevin?
Tongue.
No. Alberta? David?
Language.
No, but vernacular. Name the larva of a butterfly or... Yes, David? Of a butterfly or moth. It goes to Ontario. Kevin?
It's caterpillar.
Right. Onto which granite boulder located in New England are the Pilgrim... Yes, Kevin?
Plymouth Rock.
Plymouth Rock is the right answer. 140, Ontario. Alberta at 120. We're going to take a break now, but during the break, the students are going to be working on our bonus question, and we'll give their answers right after this. Just before we go back to the game, we have a correction from Steve Officer.
We inadvertently accepted Edward I as associated with the measurement of the yard. It is in fact Henry I, and so the score stands at 140 for Ontario, 120 for Alberta.
Yeah, because Kathy Gay knew I was wrong in giving the points and didn't give the points to the answer. We are returning now to the game, to our bonus question. The teams were given this question and have given their answers to us, and then we've given them back to the teams, and they're going to read them back from their captains, and that would be Kevin and Philip. All right, the first question now, and don't forget that if all four are correct, you get a bonus of 20 points. What would I call molten rock after it emerges from a volcano, Kevin?
Lava.
That is correct. And your answer, Philip?
Lava.
It was lava as well. What is a molten rock called before it reaches the surface, Kevin?
Magma.
Right. And Philip?
Magma.
You had magma as well. What are eruptions called that come about due to volcanic heat coming into contact with groundwater, Kevin?
Geysers.
No, that's not correct. Philip?
Geysers.
Yes, you also had geysers. The answer is phreatic eruptions. And finally, what special name is given to basaltic obsidian?
Volcanic glass.
Yes, that's right. And Philip?
Volcanic glass.
All right, well done. 3 out of 4, but falling down only 1, and you missed your bonus, but you remain in the same relative positions in terms of the score. We have an assigned question now for you teams. In what game would I find the following? And I have 2 questions for Rob and Philip. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I did forget. I wanted to go to the audience to talk to a couple of the students there. We always have an opportunity up here, but to see the students in a different situation. And this is really Never Never Land that these students are in. And we're going to talk to Nicholas Roy and Paul Carpenter from St. George's School in Vancouver, BC.
Good afternoon. I'm Brother P.
And I'm Brother N.
Coming to you from Vancouver, BC. This here is our mascot,
Tyrone.
named after a cousin of mine, convict, back home in Alabama. My cousin has spent 10 years in the white man's prison system.
Also known as high school.
And in this, we see a distinct resemblance to reach for the top. We have here the need after this insane tournament for resocialization, restitution, rehabilitation, complete compensation, so integration back into society can be achieved. These people at Reach for the Top, they ask us to wake up at 5:30 tomorrow morning to catch a flight back to Vancouver.
I don't think so.
Homie, don't play that. And now, to close with the quotation. In the beginning, there was the word, then there was reach. We're back.
We're bad.
I'm black. We're mad.
Well, I'm very glad we did not miss that performance. Thank you, gentlemen. All right, back to the game. In what game would I find the following? 2 questions are going to Rob and Philip now. A doubling cube. Rob?
Billiards.
No. Philip, any ideas? Yes?
Snooker?
No, but in backgammon. How about a private auction? Rob?
Bridge.
Okay, it goes to Philip.
Life.
Masterpiece. Moving to Kevin and Neil now, a wicket and bat. Yes, Kevin?
Cricket.
Yes,
Correct.
and how about the short line railroad? Neil?
Monopoly.
Monopoly is the answer there. To Natasha and Mike now, maid and en passant. Mike?
A game never played in my living room.
Natasha? Chess. Had a red peg in the wrong hole and a blue in the right hole. Yes, Natasha?
Cribbage?
No. Mike? Mastermind. And finally to Heather and David, made an eagle in 3. David?
Golf?
Yes, and put 1 in the gutter. David?
Bowling.
Bowling's the answer. And we have an open question now, teams, on children. Identify the persons who had the following to say on the subject of children. What Boston-born poet and essayist wrote in his journals in 1839, "There never was a child so lovely, but his mother was glad to get him asleep." Yes,
Alfred
that's
Lord
David.
Tennyson?
Yes, I'm sorry, you said?
Alfred Lord Tennyson.
Oh, I'm sorry, no, there was a similarity in sounds there, I misheard you. Natasha?
Davidson.
It was Ralph Waldo Emerson. Which Greek playwright wrote this in his Phaedra? "Children are the anchors that hold the mother to life." Neil?
Sophocles.
Right. A child should always say what's true and speak when he is spoken to and behave mannerly at table, at least as far as he is able. Which British author wrote this in yes, Neil?
Lewis Carroll.
No, in 1885 in the Children's Garden of Verses. Natasha?
Stevenson.
It was Robert Louis Stevenson, yes. We have a scramble now for you teams, scramble for 10. In which novel will I find the following characters? Charles Darnay, yes, Kevin?
A Tale of Two Cities.
Right answer, A Tale of Two Cities. You've got your 10 points and you've got an opportunity for 30 more. The remaining questions deal with that book. Name the two cities. Yes, Kevin?
Paris and London.
Yes,
Correct.
no need to buzz in. What was the relationship between Darnay and Manette? Okay?
Father and son.
No.
No.
Darnay was the son-in-law of Manette. What period of history is described in this novel?
The French Revolution.
Right answer. Okay, 2 out of 3, picking up 30 points, moving to 220. And we have an open question on current events. Name one of Canada's most eminent men of letters, reputedly one of the world's great scholars, who died in January. Yes, Heather?
Northrop Frye.
Right. Frye taught at Victoria College, University of Toronto, for over 50 years. A prodigious writer, Frye published 24 major books, including Fearful Symmetry, a much-regarded study of which English poet, Rob? Which English poet and artist? It goes to Alberta. No ideas? William Blake. Words with Power and The Great Code were two of Frye's works. Rob?
The Bible.
Yes, correct for 10 points. The Lutheran Church now, teams. Answer the following on the beginning of the Lutheran Church in Canada. The first Lutherans known to have touched Canadian soil were from what group of European countries? Neil?
The Scandinavian.
All right,
Correct.
just under the wire. These pioneering Lutherans set out from Copenhagen in 1619 to find the short route to India. But instead, they supposedly landed at the mouth of which Canadian, David?
St. Lawrence River.
No, at the mouth of which Canadian river? Ontario? Yes,
St.
Gavin?
John.
No, the Churchill. The first permanent settlement of Lutherans in Canada was established in 1749 in which present-day province? Rob?
Manitoba.
No. David?
Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia is correct for another 10 points, 210. Ontario 240. What am I question? Here's one of these turn the game around questions. What am I? I am a war story set in Italy and Switzerland. Philip?
Red Badge of Courage.
No. Rob?
Farewell to Arms.
Farewell to arms. You got it. Now, big 40 points going to Ontario now, moving to 280. Lots of time left in the game, however, as we move once again to open competition. Art. The theme of these questions is people at work. Watch your monitor, please, and identify the artist who created them. Heather?
Turner.
Yes, J.M.W. Turner. And our second one now? This artist lived in Paris, often painted country scenes. Yes, David?
Manet.
No. Heather?
Marc Chagall.
Yes, Chagall. Another 10 going to Ontario. And we have a 20-point special for you now, teams. The Onondaga and the Oneida were two of the 5 tribes that originally belonged to the Iroquois Confederacy. For 20 points, name any 2 of the remaining. Rob?
Tuscarora and Mohawk.
No. Anyone from Alberta? 2 of the remaining 3 tribes. No answer? Mohawk, Seneca, Cayuga. The Tuscarora joined later, Rob. That's the only way in which you erred there. Economics now. These questions deal with some well-known economists and their theories. What French phrase expresses the basic...
Laissez-faire.
Yes. Correct. What is the name for the economic policy advocated by Thomas Munn in... Yes, Kevin?
Quietism.
No, by Thomas Munn in the 1500s, under which government regulation creates a favorable balance of trade. Any ideas, Alberta? Mercantilism. Thomas Malthus foresaw worldwide economic crises because of an uncontrolled increase in which factor of the... Yes,
Population.
Yep, in which factor of the economic structure. Welding now, teams, with a flame temperature of 3,000 degrees. What 2 gases, Neil?
Carbon and hydrogen.
No. What 2 gases are used in the most common type of gas welding?
Acetylene and oxygen.
Yes. What type of welding uses filler metals with a lower melting and Philip?
Soldering.
No. With a lower melting temperature than the parts to be joined, but with a flame, Rob?
Arc welding.
Brazing. The minimum temperature of 360 degrees eliminates what similar process from being classified as brazing? Yes, Mike?
Soldering?
Correct. Soldering is right that time. What welding process does not melt the metal but forces the metals together under high pressure so that surface atoms intermingle and join? That's called diffusion welding. Canadian music now for your teams. The following deal with songs of early Canada. Which French-Canadian song concerns the plight of patriots who were exiled for taking part in the 1837 political uprisings, led by Mackenzie in Upper Canada and Papineau in Lower Canada? Un Canadien errant. No, you know it. The popular folk song Donkey Riding originated among sailors on ships that transported lumber from Quebec teams. What does the term donkey refer to? Yes, Heather.
A log.
No. Philip.
The boat.
No, but the engine that winched the timber on board. Cola et Colanette was probably the first opera composed in North America. Who composed it? I mean, we're really reaching here. Joseph Kennel. Open miscellaneous. What Eastern Canadian city is called the Poets' Corner of Canada? Yes, Rob.
Fredericton.
Yes.
Correct.
Identify the Greek fabulist credited with composing hundreds of fables in which... Natasha.
Aesop.
Yes. What term applies to the upper corner of a flag next to the staff where a special design appears, such as the Union Jack on the Ontario flag? Kevin?
Ensign.
No. That's a canton. And we move to snappers now. Teams, who discovered the composition of white light? Kevin?
Newton.
It was.
Correct.
In which American city is the George Eastman House of Photography? Rob?
Boston.
No. All right, Philip.
Chicago.
No, but Rochester. Which Polynesian race first settled New Zealand? Neil?
Maori.
Yes. In golf, what club is also known as a spoon? Mike?
The pitching wedge.
No. A spoon goes to Ontario for 10. Natasha?
A wood.
Number 3. With which musical instrument would I associate Julian Bream? Natasha?
Cello.
Nope.
No.
Mike?
Saxophone.
Guitar. Which sports figure won the Lou Marsh Award as Canada's top athlete for 19... Yes, Kevin?
Browning.
It was. Which university lends its name to a shade of gray? Neil?
Oxford.
Yes, correct. The Latin term meaning by heads is used in economics to mean for each person. What is the term? It's Latin. Per capita. What is the name given to a deep well in which water rises as a result of... Nick, Kevin?
Artesian.
Yep. Who is the Premier of Nova Scotia? David? It is... Yep.
Cameron.
Yep, Donald Cameron. What is the product of 12 and 13? Neil?
156.
Yep. What was the name of the first dog to travel in space? Kevin?
Leica.
Yep. If someone was demonstrating their risible faculty, what would he or she be doing? Laughing. What Canadian jazz pianist has been made an officer of the Order? Natasha?
Oscar Peterson.
Yep. Which planet is approximately 4,500 million kilometers from the sun, has a diameter of 50,000 kilometers, and has 8 known satellites? Kevin?
Saturn.
Nope.
No.
Neil?
Neptune.
Neptune is correct. Between 1923 and 1935, 2 men alternated as Britain's Prime Minister. J.R. Macdonald spent 2 terms in office. Who had the other 3? Anyone? Yes, Kevin?
Neville Chamberlain.
Nope.
No.
David?
Edward Heath.
It was Stanley Baldwin. In what city would I find the National Football League's Hall of Fame? Yes, Kevin?
In Chicago.
No. Hall of Fame? All right. Who's really most interested?
Canton.
Yes, Canton, Ohio. In Greek mythology, who was given immortality by king? Yes, yeah, okay, I can't take the answer. In the River Styx, Achilles. As I see it, Ontario 400, Alberta 280. We'll come back to verify that score after these.
Another rainy day. Let's see if it was...
Plant a new tree and...
And I turn to my left now to get a confirmation of that score from Steve Officer.
Ontario is going to move into the final with a 400 to 280 victory over Alberta.
A very impressive game. Accolades, of course, to both teams. Alberta, thank you very much. A pleasure to have you in this series. Ontario, congratulations. Rob Walbridge, Kevin McCargert, Natasha Harwood, Heather Giles. You go on. And you can join us next week as these national finals of Reach for the Top continue.
Is designed as a showcase for exceptional Canadian young people. We're proud to reward our outstanding contestants for their intelligence, wit, and powers of quick recall. Next week, the national semifinals continue with British Columbia's St. George's High School against Oromocto High School from New Brunswick. See you next week for Reach for the Top.
This is CHRO TV, Cable 6.